What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is DaviFX back again with another daily analysis video. And with these videos, my goal is to bring you clarity and confidence to your own trading. So let's jump right into the charts and let's see what we got. Okay, so before I begin, I want to quickly talk about a couple things. First thing, I did not upload a video yesterday because we did have a lot of choppiness, so nothing changed like to the day before, so there was nothing much more to talk for me about. And now we finally got that drop. Now also in the previous video, what I talked about is basically this head and shoulders right here, and this is supply area right here. So I was telling you guys that I'm expecting the price to drop and retest the neckline. Also, we did fill a gap that was somewhere around here and retest a round number of 31,000, which is right where the price is at right now. So we're currently retesting it. Now, before I begin any of my smaller time frame analysis, I want everybody to remind what do we have on a bigger time frame. So on the monthly, we did form a wick. We do have still 1 day and 12 hours for this monthly candle to close, but we did form a wick. We did respect this monthly support that we have here, at least currently. On the weekly time frame, we have some more support right here, which the price respected. We do have bullish engulfing candle, but I don't want everybody to get fooled with this bullish engulfing candle, because we did have a bullish engulfing candle on the weekly here, ended up being a drop. We did have a bullish engulfing candle that ended up being a drop. So I don't want you guys to get fooled by this, but the fact is that we are respecting some major support, weekly and monthly supports. So we can expect some kind of a turnaround on a bigger time frame. I'm not saying a reverse overall and go to all-time highs. What I'm saying is we might go a little bit higher to retest some other strong weekly supports somewhere around here, and then we either drop or we break above and continue higher. But then we're gonna decide what we're gonna do then. Right now we focus on what we have and what we see at this current second. So let's talk about facts. The facts are, we do have bullish rally, we do have retracement with a lot of interfering bullish buy pressure, but overall the price is still bearish. I told everybody that I'm not gonna shift my bias to bullish until this weekly market structure right here is broken on the weekly time frame, and then we create a higher high, because at this moment we are continue to make lower lows and lower highs in this market. So this is when I'm gonna shift my bias to bullish. But why I am looking for those long positions is because if we drop down to the 4-hour time frame, once again, weekly, monthly support, inverse head and shoulders, right, at a monthly support. We do have excuse me, a very strong bullish rally right here from the beginning. We did come to this demand and we came back to this neckline, also a round number of 31,000. So as you can see, once we approach this neckline, even though we had such a strong volume, such a strong momentum, right at the second when we touched this neckline and this, let's say, support, we failed to go lower. We failed to even make a long wick to the downside. We just stopped right at this area, even though we had very strong engulfing 4-hour candles. If we drop to the lower time frame, we also have a distribution demand right at this area. So let's talk about confirmations. Weekly support, 4-hour inverse head and shoulders, neckline plus demand, round 31,000, bullish, strong bullish rally, strong previous weekly candle closure. So we have all these confirmations, and that is why I am looking for longs, even though we do have an overall bearish structure on the weekly. So basically, honestly, this is what I'm going to be looking for. I'm going to wait. I want to see a break of the structure. So we do have a structure right here. So this would be my first confirmation. If you are aggressive, this could be somewhere you would be entering. Now we do have another supply area right at this zone. So the safer scenario, if you wait for this break and retest. Now you don't just have all those confirmations that I just talked about, but you also have a multiple structure breaks to the upside. Now I want everybody to be very aware that the price might be doing some fake moves before continuing to the upside, right? So, you know, this head and shoulders is not perfect. Like we do, sometimes you will see a perfect head and shoulders that looks something like this, you know, and sometimes you might see head and shoulders that looks something, you know, not as perfect, kind of moving down, and this is kind of what we have at this moment. So we do have this horizontal neckline, but I want everybody to keep in mind that we also could have, you know, some kind of not as horizontal neckline. So something like this. So if I draw a trend line right here, the price might be dipping a little bit lower to test this neckline and then continue to the upside. Now, if the price eventually dips below the zone, then if we dip back above, go back above and retest, then I'm gonna be looking for shorts right here. I think that would be even better scenario because not just that we stopped out these buyers right here, but we also, you know, retested this neckline. We also broke above this demand. So I would love to see this kind of scenario as well. Let's look at gold. So I took a long positions yesterday on gold and I got stopped out. I want to talk about why I took this position and what kind of adjustments I made. Now the two key reasons for me why I was taking long was this weekly support, and my weekly support was way wider. And if we go back to the daily time frame, this was at the bottom. We had previous rejection of this weekly zone, but once I looked at it again and I made some adjustments and I did weekly support like this. If I go back to the daily time frame, we can see how clearly the price closed below this weekly resistance, had a strong rejection, and that was my mistake why I was looking for long positions. Now I was looking for long positions because we still have an overall bullish trend to the upside, and we were sitting what I was thinking at a weekly support. Now since I made this adjustment, and since if we zoom in, the price did close below and starts to move down, I expect further downside on gold, and let me tell you what my potential targets can be. So once again, I'm going back to the weekly and I'm marking up weekly support and resistances. And if we look at this support and resistance, we can see how beautifully it has been respected for a very long time, since we are looking at a weekly time frame. So if the price eventually continues to the downside, my overall target is going to be this weekly support. Now on the 4-hour, on the daily, we don't have much info. What we do have is a bearish market structure that is showing us a lower lows and lower highs. What could be my potential entries? Let's go to the lower time frame. And so everybody saw that I lost the trade. Everybody's clear on that. I'm gonna delete it so it's more clean. Like at this moment, the price action is just so choppy. As you can see, the wicks up and down both ways. I don't really see a clear zone, honestly. I don't see something that I would really like. I would say that I'm overall expecting further downside on gold, but let's see. Maybe higher time frame. Nope. Honestly, I don't see any entries. This is very, very, very choppy. I can't even see the support and resistance. So many fake outs. Maybe something like this could work. So I would be looking for something like this, break and retest. But once again, it wouldn't be as clean as I would expect. So I will not be trading the coming days gold because it's so ugly. But if you like to, if you were, maybe this can help you with your analysis and find your entry, then this is something I would be looking for. So yeah, this is what I have, guys. US30, US100, all pretty much the same, you know, weekly support, necklines, demands, all pretty much the same. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. This was Davi Effects. I do have a big discount on the course. I do have signals. If you are interested, check all the links in the description. Follow me on Instagram because I do post a lot of reels, a lot of valuable information, and my day-to-day life. So if you're interested, go ahead and follow. Thank you for watching. This was Davi Effects. Peace.